Birdlike. Swoosh! Hush! Whispered the sea as the palm trees giggled in the breeze. It was another beautiful morning in Dodo's life. A day for art. Dodo had collected enough twine over the week, and all she needed was the sparkle of sea glass to create a magnificent wind chime that would dance alongside her in the wind. She dug through the surface and created neat mounds of sand along the shore. 169 unique glass pieces so far. Just another 33, and she was set. She paced along the shore, dug, and she squawked a happy tune. At a distance, Lima watched Dodo with disdain. She's an odd one, that bird. Steer clear. She stands out way too much, remarked Chameleon. Yesterday, I caught her singing in that terrible squeaky voice, drumming on mushrooms, shaking her tail feathers. Such terrible singing, I ran away quickly, exclaimed Mouse.
No bird-like qualities at all. A bad influence on the goslings. We need to do something about this,
quacked Goose.
Yes, agreed.
I have a proposal. How about we give her an ultimatum? She should change her ways and become more bird-like if she wants to be a part of the community, or leave, yes?
Yes.
Also, I'd like to add that she'd have to change her name to something more acceptably bird-like. Like, Raven Doe?
No.
What kind of silly name is Dodo? It just won't do,
insisted Duck.
Yes, let's go.
They all agreed, and off the mob marched towards the unsuspecting Dodo.
Hey, Raven Doe, what cockamamie venture are you up to this time?
Scoffed Duck. Dodo looked over her shoulder with curiosity, wondering who Raven Doe was. Duck snapped his fingers.
You, Raven Doe.
Sorry, my name is Dodo. You know me, Duck.
Nah, today onward your name is Raven Doe, and you ought to behave like a bird if you wish to live in this community,
blurted Lima.
But I am a bird, and you are not, Dodo accurately pointed out.
You are no bird either. You don't sing, no brightly colored feathers, can't even fly. You make everyone uncomfortable. Fix yourself or leave,
commanded Owl. The mob walked away. Something in the air had shifted. Dodo stood in the warm sand, but her body felt ice cold. Her heart heavy as a rock. Am I odd? What is normal? Dodo was crestfallen. Her tiny, flightless wings ached. For the first time, Dodo felt self-conscious. It was time for change. Time to be a bird and fit in. She didn't want to leave home. She loved it here. 3 steps to being an ideal bird. Step 1. Sing beautifully.
Dodie, squawky, squawk.
Crab skittered to get away from the noise. All right, we'll circle back to that, announced Dodo, flustered. Step 2. Look colorful. Dodo meticulously searched the forest for colors, gathered purple periwinkle, red gulmohar flowers, and many discarded feathers. Blue from kingfisher, orange from flycatcher, slate gray from parrot. She decorated her head and tail and looked like a giant flower herself. Fabulous! Now, moving on to Step 3. Flight. She climbed up an elevation with her tiny wings stretched out. Flap, 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 she dove. She felt the wind on her face. She was flying. The flowers and the feathers she had adorned flew off her. Swoosh! The wind rushed around her. What fun! Wait a minute. Was she really flying? Flap, flap, flap. Why was she only plummeting downwards? Help! She called out to Dove. Help! She called out to swinging Lima. Help! She called out to anyone she hoped was listening. No one came. They just watched. Soon she realized no one was saving her. Only she could save herself. She had to think quick. She spotted a mound of sand she had created earlier while looking for sea glass. Dodo angled her body towards the mound and went flap, 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 crash! Fell and broke her right wing. But she was alive. She felt a lot of pain, but she was so glad to be alive. Dodo lifted one of the glass pebbles and looked through it. The world around her looked calm, painted in a tint of brilliant green. She was certain that she wasn't an ordinary bird. She couldn't fly, nor could she tweet, quack, or twitter. But a bird, she definitely was, even if odd. There's a joy in being odd that only odd birds know about. Dodo lifted herself and dusted off the sand. The music in her heart was back. Her tail feathers went shake-dee-damned wiggle-dee-dee. Off she went to the animal doctor to fix her arm, collecting more sea glass on the way. One question remains. Did her wing get better? You betcha. And she finished building that wind chime. Beautiful, sparkly, magical. Other animals didn't like her, but she didn't care. She took up space and danced to the beat of her heart right next to the tingle, ting, ting of that glassy, perfect wind chime. The end. A special thanks to Ellen Schwartz for constantly guiding me and believing in me. Also, I thank Culture Chats for introducing me to this beautiful art form. Thank you for listening. If you wish to have a digital or hard copy of this story, click on the link below.